Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Looking a little wild over here. If you're all caught up on the vlogs, then you'll know that we had a little wild weekend. I got home, I was about to say last night, but it was certainly yesterday. I landed yesterday morning, which is crazy, and certainly took a little sleep in this morning. Was feeling much better by just chilling, catching up on a bit of sleep. I didn't even, you know what, I didn't even pack my Apple Watch and I didn't even look at my Oura Ring. I'm like, you know what, I don't need to know my sleep score today. I don't want to know. We're just gonna take it easy and chill. And I'm headed out for an event tonight, very excitingly. It's not often that Vancouver gets events in the kind of like beauty influencer PR world. It's definitely more Toronto is the base of most of the eventing. Like if you lived in Toronto and you were an influencer, you could like fill all of your days with events. Like there's always something going on. There's always something in the calendar, and it's less frequent in Vancouver for sure. So when it does, I try my best to make my way out of the house and show face. So headed to a lovely event tonight with Caudalie. Oh. Has the sun literally just decided to come out? It's so funny. It's literally been raining all day. It was raining today and yesterday, and truly the sun just came out. There was a break in the clouds. Oh, see, now I wish I was going for a walk. Wish I was going for a little park walk. Anyway, getting ready for tonight, and thought because I had filmed that lovely little smoky eye tutorial for the Revolve channel, which as of now isn't technically up yet. I have no idea when they're posting it, but obviously I'll link to it once they do. But I thought that we could just kind of recreate that tonight and do something a little bit slightly deeper and smokier this eve. I'm just doing my little MPH list skin because I need a little bit of coverage. I don't know if you saw that. It's like LOL. 2 nights of little sleep and, you know, a glass of rosé, and we got a zip, my gals. That's okay. It was worth it. We had a blast. So extra concealer. It is. I was actually gonna do my eyes before I did my base, but now I've just dived in. Gonna do a little bit of bronzing just to add some warmth to the skin. It was so funny. So many of you have been tagging me in, like Vogue did an article talking about a celebrity spray tan artiste, and just kind of like following up from Kylie Jenner's comment on a podcast where she's like, oh, I thought I was depressed and turns out I just needed a spray tan. And people were taking it like so seriously and being like, oh, thanks for suggesting that having a spray tan would like cure my clinical depression. Even though I'm sure she meant it in such a lighthearted way. It's the same thing like when those little trending sounds go on TikTok and it's like, oh, I thought I was depressed, turns out I just needed a vacation. Like obviously it's never meant to be taken like so literally and seriously, but for sure words matter, words will be taken seriously, and some people will take it that way. And anyway, it was just talking about like how when you have a spray tan, you have a glow, you look more healthy, you'll get more positive comments about what you look like, and that in turn reflects all the things on the inside. And so many of you sent that to me being like, this was after your chat, LOL. I'm like, oh, it's so true. We have definitely entered the summer glow world, but that being said, whoa, the tan be curdling off. I'm gonna have to do my full proper removal tonight, that's for sure. But until then, I actually classic. I don't know what I'm wearing yet tonight. I've pulled one outfit out and I'm hoping that like I haven't tried it on yet. And you know when you plan to wear something and then you actually put it on and it ends up looking so differently than what you had in mind. Like the mental image just doesn't translate to the physical manifestation of the outfit itself. So I'm really hoping that it will be the opposite and that it will turn out okay, because I don't know what else I'll wear. They actually sent a dress code for this and it was like all white or all blue, and I'm like, okay. I was so locked and loaded with my F1 outfit, so thrilled with how they turned out, but SOS, I didn't really plan for this one. I just left it. I honestly didn't even think about it. I just needed to get through that last weekend, and I was so stressed about what I was gonna wear for the race day. I hadn't even thought about this. Anywho, speaking of that, actually, I just have to expand on my tale from the dinner and club night that we had, because if you guys saw the vlog, we all went out for dinner, and I was so excited about my little outfit, my little white silk dress, and then the green leather coat. I felt so fabulous. It was so good. I loved the combo with my favorite little bag, and it just felt like a good, like funky yet chic outfit option for dinner. Was so thrilled with it. And then everyone was like, okay, we got this table at this club. If you're familiar with Montreal, it was a kind of like big after party celebration for after F1, and it was like this huge thing, and a friend of ours had a table and we were like, okay, yeah, we'll go stop in. Do not go to the club in a giant leather coat, please. I was suffocating. It was so hot, but it wasn't like I couldn't take the coat off. You know, I took it off for a second and I was like, I look like I'm in a nightgown. Like this outfit was planned to have the coat on my body. I didn't take take it off when I was sitting for dinner. I was wearing it the whole time. Oh my gosh, it was so not the vibe. And it just made me laugh because I love, guys, if you don't know this about me, I love to go dance. I love to go clubbing, not for the sake of like loss of sleep and drinking and whatnot. I love to go dance. I can't dance. I have absolutely no dancing skills whatsoever, but the act of like going out with your girlfriends, listening to amazing like house club music and just dancing your heart out, that is one of my favorite activities on the planet. Doing so in a leather jacket, not the vibe. Also heels, not the vibe. Love to be in sneakers. I need to just continue my makeup. Sorry, I'm blabbing ahead of myself. I'm gonna do a little liner and use the Makeup Mario Master Mattes Neutrals palette to do this. I'm just gonna start, basically all I do is I apply the eyeliner onto my eyes and then I smudge it out. Add some shadow. It's pretty simple. The technique itself isn't anything complicated. This is the Victoria Beckham, I always pull off the wrong side, Cocoa eyeliner. So this actually made me think of my friend Dima's bachelorette a few years back. We went to Vegas. That was like such a wild weekend. And it was my first time I had like properly gone out in Vegas. Like I'd just never done that in my life. And it was a hoot. It was so fun. And it was so crazy. It was one of those like clubbing nights where we didn't go to bed. Like we went to the club, danced all night, went to the hotel, picked up our bags and went to the airport for our 7 a.m. flight. Like it was so crazy. But I was laughing so hard because we had thought we planned some like really fun bachelorette themes, which we did. And the one night we all thought it was a cute idea to dress up as Dima's security guards. It was like, we'll be her bodyguards and she's the bride. And so we all dressed up in like a black suit vibe. And some of us wore sneakers. I can't remember if it was Armani or Talene. Someone wore heels and they actually like pulled it off and looked really cute. But the rest of us were wearing sneakers. Laughed so hard because we're like, why did we do this? We roll up to the club in Vegas and the security guards were making fun of us being like, are you clocking in for your shift? Like we literally matched the security guards. We were like, oh my goodness. And then all the other girls like in the club and in the lineup were in these like beautiful sparkly dresses, like so bedazzled, so dressed up in beautiful heels. We were at Omnia in Vegas. So it's like really nice. You know, people are dropping thousands of dollars on a booth there. Like it was just, we were so out of place. And at first we were feeling like really silly. We're like, oh guys, we should have just dressed up. Like what were we thinking? Obviously Dima looked perfect in her bridal attire, but we looked so funny. Anyway, it ended up being one of the best nights ever dancing wise because we were so comfortable. We were in sneakers, therefore my feet didn't hurt, and that is a blessing when you're going out clubbing. And we ended up having a fabulous time dancing the night away. It was great, but just the outfit wise, like, I mean, certainly there were no slay pictures to be had of us, you know what I mean? Like nobody would have been like, well, if there was a list, we would have been on the worst dressed, like not the vibe, not on brand, not on theme. And so now we have Armani's Bachelorette coming up and we've been like going back and forth deciding on what the themes are, and you know, we're gonna be headed out to the clubs again. And I just need to understand like what the middle ground is. Like, does comfort exist in the club? Is there truly something that you can wear that looks as fabulous as like a bedazzled high-heeled outfit and is equally comfortable enough to dance in? Like, I can't think of one. You're kind of going to be sacrificing one way or the other. And the only like in the middle spot that I could think of is if you were going to like a day club or a beach club and then you're barefoot dancing in the sand, you know, like that's the only in between that I can think of. Because what else? What do you wear on your feet? Or are you just immune and, you know, like you just have years of practice and you no longer feel pain in heels? Because I certainly can't relate. It's just like pain instantly whenever I wear heels, and I would just love it. I know I've seen actually like some videos online of like a sober, I think it was like a sober club in the forest, and people are just sober out in the forest dancing in nature. It's like the good music is there and they're just frolicking in their hiking gear and regular clothes, and that just seems like so fun for the people who just like love to go dance. But I'm not looking to do drugs, I'm not looking to get waisty pants. Please tell me if anything exists. I would love to know. What's the vibe? And if there is no such thing, then what are we wearing? What the frig are we wearing to the club in our 30s? I'm definitely gonna have to keep you guys posted in June when I do end up like figuring out my outfits. I've ordered a few things and we've all been like discussing the themes and whatnot, so I'm excited to see what everyone ends up wearing. But I sense that some sore feet will be in our future, and that's just the way it is. I thought about getting those like collapsible flats that you can put in your purse, and so at least like when you're, you know, making your stumble walk home, you can be comfortable and be able to change out of your flats and then just kind of stumble on home, you know? But until then, alas, who knows what we'll be wearing. I just put that little Lancome Celestial Spark little sparkle eyeshadow. It's so pretty. It's kind of that taupey shade, and I put that on top. I didn't go as dark and smoky as I did in the Revolve video because it did feel a little bit heavy, but the only difference that I did is I took the eyeliner like all the way around. But otherwise it's just the usual. Like hopefully you guys just saw from what I was doing. For those of you who asked about like how it's done, it's literally just smudging the eyeliner around and then setting powder eyeshadow on top. That's it, that's all. It's pretty simple. And obviously like some people do like really precise, very gorgeous, very layered, dimension-filled smoky eyes. I like to personally keep it as simple as possible. That's always the name of the game for me. I think if people can do it, then it just takes the stress away and makes getting ready fun. And that's just what we love to do around here. You know? I'm just gonna layer up some additional concealer here. Now that the eyes are blended out. This is it. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Crazy. I also wanted to mention one comment that I got on the last video, but usually, again, I've said this kind of before, but usually if I see someone comment, that usually means that more people are thinking that way, right? Because I don't get a lot of comments on my videos. Okay, so if a video has like 20 to 50,000 views and there's 100 comments and that's like a sample size of what people are feeling, you can usually assume that some people will be feeling that type of way. But basically the comment insinuated that based on the comments I made about like not wanting to get my hair and makeup done and that only the masters of makeup could touch my face, it was giving holier than thou energy, being like, none of this is good enough for me. I'm the best and I only want the best. And that's super not what I was talking about. I was simply wanting to point out that I have had many times where I have had my makeup and hair done in the past and they have not been great experiences. And at the end of the day, though there are thousands and millions of people who are certainly better at me at doing makeup and hair, there are some of us who just prefer the way that I do spend a lot of time doing my own makeup for a living and also in my life. I've also very briefly done the makeup artist world. And for the most part, I just prefer how I do my makeup and how I do my makeup when I am being photographed or when I'm attending events. Like there's just certain things that I like and that's just it. And when I was referring to like red carpet makeup artists and people who have just like excelled in their field and like the masters of makeup and hair, like for sure, I was just thinking personally of some of the makeup artists that I'm a fan of and who I just believe in my heart that if they did my makeup, I would have no complaints. Like I just firmly believe that if Lisa Eldridge did my makeup, of course that would be like an exception to this feeling. If she wanted to do my makeup, if Katie Jane Hughes was going to do my makeup, if Nina Park was going to do my makeup, I'd be like, girl, get on me, get your hands on my face, no problem. I would never deny such a thing. But just in general, if I'm like not familiar with a makeup artist technique, or if I just am like not into a certain style, like there's a few, you guys know there's certain makeup artists who like specialize in a particular type of makeup. Like there's that kind of like classic bridal Instaglam, like winged eyeliner, beautiful, like colorful smoky eyes. Like there's people who just do that type of makeup. There's people who do ultra glam, like heavy coverage, really intense, beautiful makeup. Like it's just not makeup that I feel super confident in. So it wasn't saying that I don't appreciate that there's so many amazing makeup artists. There's just like particular styles that I don't like on me in the way that there's certain fashion styles that I don't like on me. And I absolutely meant no harm with that. But I have just certainly had some really, I'm just going to insert this one. This one came to mind. And this is one of many times that I've had my makeup done where I've just felt like, you know, I don't think these colors look great on me. I didn't feel super confident going to that event. Didn't love this makeup on me. There have been times where I've had my hair done. I never forget when I paid 300 euros to have a blowout and I looked like a crispy, ringlety mess. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. Maybe someone else would love that hairstyle, but I didn't like it on me. And it's just my own personal taste and what I feel confident in. It's not to shame these people. Like I had recently met a hairstylist who specialized in like pageant hair. That was his thing. And let me tell you something, those like big voluminous like hairsprayed crispy curls, like it's not what I'm looking for. I like a loose little undone beachy wave. Like it's not saying that that is wrong or that person isn't good at what they do, but it's just not what I'm personally into for my own body. And on that note, I just think that even following up from this whole Marc Jacobs beauty and like how some of the more widespread internet commenters reacted to some of my videos on that, it was just like, there's so much, people are taking things so personally. I'm here on my YouTube channel sharing my own experience. Like this is my personal experience. And obviously sometimes we talk about things more generally, but for the most part, like I'm sharing my personal thoughts and my personal experience and my personal reactions to things. Like it's not meant for people to take it so deeply. Like there's so many of you who can feel differently than me. And we just have to live life sharing a little bit more love and having a little bit more discernment and to not take things so deeply on the chest. Like I see something and I'm like, oh, you know what? That launch isn't going to be for me. I shan't buy it and I shan't review it. You know what I mean? Like it's sometimes it's deep and sometimes it's not that deep. So to anyone who felt that way, I certainly didn't mean that way. And most of the time, I don't. Most of the time, I really do try to keep things pretty lighthearted over here. Water, what do they say? Water off the duck's back. That's the right saying, right? Is that the right saying? Would that apply here? I hope so. I'm gonna try and do a little bit more coverage on this Zitty Zit. I'm just gonna layer up the concealer and layer up the powder because SOS, she be beamin'. I also realized I never acknowledged the elefante in the room being my hair and why it looks like this. Obviously I had my hair done yesterday from Armane, and so she's given me her fabulous blowout, bow out, and I just kind of wanted to re-zhuzh it, so I just put it up in curlers, hoping that it would just kind of extend the life of the volume a little bit. And also keep it out of my face while I did my makeup. Ah, haven't used those in a while. Woof, rip my hair out in pieces. Oh, and I forgot highlighter. The finishing touches, the pièce de résistance. Also, I put my little bedazzled Ideal earrings in for the occasion. Yeah, I think that worked. I think that gave me a little extra volume, a little zhuzh up. That's my makeup for the night. I'm gonna see if my outfit works. And I'll show you the final look. This is, oh, you can really see the pants through this, can't you? But this is the vibe. This is the little vibe for the evening. Maybe we'll get some pics when we're there, I don't know. But I've just got little wedges on that I'm gonna change into once I get there because I can't drive in those. And then obviously my fave, my little Tory Burch bag. This is a little cape from Eves, and I think it's just very classy, nice. I was going to, listen, I steamed this and I was gonna hang it up and drive with it, but actually the little buttons on the back are so small, I can't do it up myself. So I'm gonna have Dan do it before I leave, and I'm just gonna try, I don't know, try to keep it up, try not to wrinkle it too much while I drive, but yeah, I'm gonna have him do it up before I go. Gonna do Orebella Eternal Roots as per usual. And that's my outfit for the night. Hi, back like I never left. Just got home. I had to book it because the construction starts at 9 p.m. So I just need to make sure that I make it home before that. But what a pretty event. It was so cute. They had it at the restaurant Ellum in Vancouver, and they just did it so beautifully. Dr. Katie Blesney, who we love and know dearly, was hosting, and the Caudalie team was there, Carling and Grayson. Great little dinner, great catch up with some of the gals. There was a cutie little photo booth, and I hopped in there with Dr. Blesney too, and we took some cute photos, so cute. And then they wrote us all, I just blanked so hard, a periodic table. Was I ever in science? They wrote us a little periodic table and said which elements they were and wrote us the cutest little note. So cute. Iridium, platinum, and xenon. Oh, so cute. And then we got the, oh, I don't think I've like shown this to you guys, but this is the original size of the Vino Perfect Serum, which they gave us fun details about that actually. They said that it improves 61% of hyperpigmentation in light skin tones and up to 81% in dark skin tones, which is crazy. And that's like, by the time you make it through a bottle, that's the percentage of improvement you'll see in hyperpigmentation. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Caudalie even withholding this information from me. Anyway, they have a new and improved large size. Dun, dun, dun. Incredible. I'm like, this is far too expensive for me to drench it all over my arms, but like, that's what I want to do. You know? Anyway, very cute event. This outfit is not to be seated in because the wrinkles, look, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, it was just not cute. And I had my seatbelt. Oh no. Yeah, 'twas not an outfit to be driving in, so whoops, now we know. But loved the outfit otherwise. Will be repeating this outfit again. And I know now to hang it up in the car and not wear it under my seatbelt. Anywho, that's the eve. I feel like I'm getting a little sick. If I'm so for real, I think I'm gonna take some Neocitrin tonight and knock out. Hopefully have a nice deep sleep. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another Everyday May video. Bye!